Oh, hey, it's that time of the month again for another, hold on, TFAW unboxing. It's a big one, so we'll get to it in a bit. So if you're new to my channel and you're wondering what TFAW unboxing is, that's from, got it right there the first time, Things from Another World, or TFAW.com, where you can order lots of nerdy apparel, blank comic book covers, pins, t-shirts. I don't remember where I got this one. This is, I think it was T-Fury or some other one. Getting off track. It's a Attack on Titan, you know, Days of Future Past mashup. But you get shirts like this, comics. You can even get art, sketches there now. They're becoming more and more common. So, yeah, before I ramble on, let's get into this. Okay, to mention, this took a while to get. I paid for this shipment on the 13th, and then it spent nearly a full week processing due to all the higher guidelines for COVID. So they're following more safety measures. And then because all the stuff with the holidays and the post office, this took even longer to get. I got this 2 days ago, and I would have picked up sooner, but I forgot to get it, and I remember the next day, which was Wednesday, yesterday. But I also didn't feel like going to the post office, you know. And then when I finally, you know, got the package, it was late, and I was watching wrestling yesterday and playing Pokemon Go, so I make the video. So I'm gonna look through, make sure I got everything quick, and then start going through the video. My battery's almost dead, and I have that little warning. So first up is Batman 3 Jokers, number 3. And I already know how this ends in the story, and it turns out there are 3 Jokers, and 2 of them wind up getting killed, and they actually do have an origin. So it's an interesting read. I should probably actually read it besides watching summaries online, so I'm gonna have to look it up sometime. Next up is Colonel Weird, Cosmogog. Now I remember getting this because of the writer Jeff Lemire, and I liked a lot of other stuff he'd worked on. Primarily Sweet Tooth, which is this really weird story, but I love. And it's getting optioned for a TV series, so look for it. Sweet Tooth, that might be pretty good, and you know, Jeff Lemire's a pretty good writer. Following up after that is Donny Cates with Crossover. And Donny Cates, I loved his work with Venom, like incredibly talented, nice guy. I've met him at LA Comic Con a few times. And I also paid a little bit more to get this TFAW exclusive variant cover that's only available through their website and was limited. I can't remember how many, it was a couple thousand, but I thought I'd get it, you know. Not sure how I think of the series, but figure why not, and it's exclusive, so I like getting those random variants. Up next is Department of Truth, number, I don't know which one it is, but I've been subscribing to this series. I got this cover, instead of the other one. Next up, some of you people might know this character, Kick-Ass, but this is Kick-Ass versus Hit Girl. There's 3 Kick-Ass series at the moment, and I believe the third one has a different person under the mantle. Hit Girl's had her own spin-off series, and this is supposed to be where those 2 people face off. And in case you can't tell, Dave Lewinsky is not the same person under the mask anymore. It is a black female, I believe, which I know some people find issue with that, just, you know, passing someone else, but who knows. You gotta read it to know if you like it, so give it a check, maybe. It should be interesting since it's not by Mark Millar, the one who created Kick-Ass, and if you know him, he tends to do super violent stuff, which is hit or miss. It can be good, it can be bad. So who knows? I like to see how this turned out with a different writer. Next up is Rick and Morty, Ever After, and I know this was a different cover, and I got it specifically for this cover, but I can't remember who drew it, but it has this nice little look to it, you know. I believe this was supposed to be like a fairy tale thing. Rick and Morty comics have had a lot of spin-offs. They've had the D&D one, they've had Pickle Rick in his own series, Bird Person, which I've shown that one, Phoenix Person, a few others. Next up is Scumbag number 1. The world's fate rests with the world's worst person on it. This is probably like, yeah, this is Remender, so it's probably Rick Remender. A lot of people know from X-Men and different series. And I like the idea behind this, you know. I remember looking at solicits, and Image was offering up a bunch of new comics, so decided to check them out, see what they were. I got 3 more comics in my pile. Ugh. 2 of them I'm gonna wait off on showing you because they're polybagged and they're covered. Next up, and this is the comic I've been waiting on for a while, is The Last Ronin. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is supposed to take place a little bit in the future where every other Ninja Turtle died except one, and he's taking on the mantle to kind of, you know, his last stand. Now, I'm not going to spoil things and tell you which turtle it is, but if you know their attitudes correctly, you know, there's Donatello, who's the smart one, Michelangelo, the youngest, who's also least serious, Raphael, the super serious one, and of course, you know, Leonardo, the leader, the most like Splinter. So knowing their personalities, and if you've even seen the, you know, the movies or the cartoons, you should have a pretty good idea of who this could be. Now, it's a good read from what I've heard, and I haven't got around to it. And I believe issue 2 is coming out very soon, so I'm gonna have to actually check that out. Next up is Sex Criminals issue 69, 2 versions. It's the last issue in the comic, which the comic I believe only went up to something like issue 29, but this is supposed to take place like 30 days, 30 years, something later. Like, that's why they put a different number on it. Like, it's supposed to take place further along. So even though there weren't comics in between, the story still kept going on, progressing. Other series have done stuff like that. Quantum and Woody, when they were canceled briefly for about a year and a half, they just picked up numbering right where they would have been had they kept going. And they kept going as if there was a story in between that we just didn't know about. So when that issue resumed in the series, you were just plopped right in the middle of a storyline, not knowing what the hell happened. So I'll open these and see what the covers are. Here's me struggling to open them. I already opened the other one. I put something in to kind of extend this video, and at the same time, drain the battery of my camcorder. Let's see what it is. Who is this one by? Oh, this is the photo cover. The other one was by an artist I never heard of. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Now the photo cover is 2 men spooning. They're cuddling. And if you're curious who they are, they're the ones who made the comic. On the left, the one with the beard, the grizzly looking one, that's Chip Zdarsky, who I've met several times and who's done work for me. Well, not work for me. He's done artwork for me. He does the art for this comic, Sex Criminals. And the other one with his head back like this, looking relaxed, that's Matt Fraction, who I've also met. He's worked on quite a other, you know, notable series, which I can't think of at this moment. But anyway, he's the writer for this series and incredibly talented. His wife's Kelly Sue DeConnick, who's also very talented. She's worked on the comic Bitch Planet, some other ones, Pretty Deadly. She's most known for her run on Captain Marvel in recent years, and currently she's working on Aquaman. So, talented family, and Chip's incredibly talented. Now the other cover, I cannot show you because it's nudity. Alright. As I said, my camera was dying and it died, so I had to have it plugged in, which is why my background's different. I'm next to an outlet. So yeah, I can't show this last cover because it's, as I was saying before, I was cut off by the lack of power. It's full of nudity, more nudity. There's penises, vaginas, more penises, a lot of ass, boobs, nipples, and that's just the front cover. The back has stuff on there too. So yeah. Anyways, if you like this video, let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you for watching. And if you ever think of, you know, getting some comics sometime, you don't have a local comic shop, go to TFAW.com. It's a great place to go for comic apparel, t-shirts, Funko Pops, like you see all the ones that back there. That's a small fraction what I have. That's 40 of them. I got like 50 more on the other wall. I may move that to be over there by the background where you usually see me do my comics. So let me know what you think, and I wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you. Bye. I think I let this charge a bit.